In today's news, 2 killed in HUNTUMS GHUT shooting. ECCB orders audit of Republic Bank. Inaugural Patrick Harrigan relays are set. Deputy Premier vows to listen to the public. Mental Health Unit hosts self-care workshops. World Telecommunications Day and Information Society Day officially observed. Public is advised of wastewater management. And CARICOF warns of intense heat season. We have the details of this and so much more when 284 News returns.
Hi, my name is Judy, VI Motors Operations Assistant, and today I'm here with Ding, one of our mechanics, and we are going to show you how you can check your engine oil level, as it's an essential part in maintaining your engine's health.
First, let's pop the hood. Here's the oil dipstick. We'll pull it out, wipe it clean with a cloth, reinsert it, and pull it out again to get an accurate oil level reading. As you can see, the oil level should be between the minimum and maximum markers on the dipstick. If it's below the minimum, it's time to add some oil. Checking your oil level is simple yet a crucial task. Make sure to do it regularly to keep your engine running smoothly. And remember, if you're not sure about your vehicle's specific oil requirements, always consult your owner's manual or a professional mechanic at VI Motors. We offer a diverse range of top quality engine oils, so visit us at Dove's Bottom or our location at Parks Point, Virgin Quarter, or call us at 494-2496 or visit us on our website at www.vimotors.com.
Start the year off with more speed, more downloading, more savings, and more fire. CCT Fire Fiber Internet gives you the speed you need to keep the whole family connected. Packages starting at $119 with speeds from 300 megabytes per second, super fast, unlimited downloads, even more reliable connectivity, plus free live streaming TV for the family to enjoy. Sign up for the absolute best fiber internet service in the BVI CCT Fire and pay no installation fee. Plus, get CCT Live TV for free. You deserve more. Get more with CCT. Life Unlimited.
Beginning our newscast on the local scene, the Royal Virgin Islands Police Force is investigating a fatal shooting incident that left 2 men dead in the HUNTUMS GHUT area early this morning. In a statement, the Royal Virgin Islands Police Force confirmed the shooting took place after 1 a.m., resulting in the deaths of 2 males. However, further details surrounding the circumstances of the incident remain unclear at this time. Police have not yet released the identities of the 2 victims killed in the shooting. However, photos of the individuals believed to be the victims have already begun circulating throughout the community. The fatal incident marks the latest act of gun violence to rock the territory this year amid concerns about rising crime rates. The Eastern Caribbean Central Bank has announced it is commissioning an independent audit of Republic Bank Limited after over 12,000 customers had their accounts improperly debited due to delay in processing of transactions dating back to 2022. In a strongly worded statement, the ECCB called the situation, and I quote, downright unsatisfactory, and stated it has caused hardship and anxiety for approximately 12,112 customers across the Eastern Caribbean. They said, and I quote, as a licensed financial institution, Republic Bank has an obligation to promptly debit the accounts of its customers for point-of-sale and e-commerce transactions. On this occasion, Republic Bank failed to meet its own standards, the ECCB Code of Conduct and Customer Expectations. The statement continued. The delayed debits, of course, are believed to stem from the system conversion after Republic Bank acquired Scotiabank's operations in 2022. While customers received goods and services, the corresponding charges were not immediately posted to their accounts until April 2024, some 2 years after. The ECCB said Republic Bank has provided assurances it will offer affected customers payment plan options, reverse any overdraft fees resulting from the delayed postings, waive fees for certain services, and provide statements to verify amounts at no charge. However, the central bank complained that its current laws do not allow it to compel Republic Bank to reverse the improper debits except in cases of inaccuracy or fraud. It called for customers to report such instances promptly. Perhaps most significantly, the ECCB invoked Section 60 of the Banking Act to order an independent third-party audit of the situation. Potential further actions will be determined based on the findings. However, it is important to note that ECCB does not have jurisdiction in the British Virgin Islands. Here, the government of the Virgin Islands and the Financial Services Commission are said to be looking into the issue. In a recent statement, Deputy Premier and Minister for Financial Services, the Honorable Lorna Smith OBE, noted the situation where the withdrawals stemmed from the bank's delayed processing of approved point-of-sale and e-commerce transactions, where customers has already received the goods or services. Following public concerns, they said, I met with the Financial Services Commission, the regulatory body overseeing the bank, to discuss the situation, Honorable Smith said. She continued by saying, and I quote, the FSC assures us they are working with Republic Bank Limited to find solutions. Come June 1st and 2nd, all eyes will be on the A.O. Shirley Recreation Grounds as it transforms into the epicenter of athletics and community spirit for the inaugural Patrick Harrigan Relays. This much-anticipated event, organized by the Department of Youth Affairs and Sports, promises to be a thrilling spectacle, blended competitive spirit with a heartfelt tribute to the late Patrick Harrigan, former director of the Department of Youth Affairs and Sports. Mr. Wayne Robinson, Program Officer for Sports in the Department of Youth Affairs and Sports, expressed his enthusiasm for the upcoming event, emphasizing its dual purpose of entertainment and commemoration.
It's going to be an epic event. We know that the relays is one of the most excited events in track and field. So we figured in honor of late Patrick Harrigan, you know, he was the director at the Department of Youth Affairs and Sports. And also we know that, you know, we want to bring the community members together. So we decided to bring up the Patrick Harrigan Relays in honor of him. We're going to incorporate the primary schools, secondary schools, the track clubs, and the corporate world to all come out there and have fun and compete. Mm-hmm. So June 1st and 2nd, we have a number of track and field events. We have a number of entries. Everyone is getting ready. Everyone is getting prepared. So it's going to be a nice time.
With anticipation building, Robinson unveiled a sneak peek into the action-packed schedule, awaiting spectators over the two-day extravaganza. The event will see participation from primary and secondary schools, as well as track clubs and corporate entities from across the British Virgin Islands. From budding young talents to seasoned athletes, competitors of all ages and backgrounds will converge to test their mettle on the track.
Well, on Saturday we want to do the primary schools because we know we would have like 20 plus entries, school entering that day. So that's going to be probably the longest day. So we want to do that on the Saturday, get the primary schools out. And then the Sunday we're going to do the secondary, the clubs and the corporate. Mm-hmm. So for the primary schools, we have the under 9, under 11, and we have a senior, which is a combination between the under 13 and the 13 plus. So we have the 4x1 for those, 4x50 for the under 9, and we have a medley. Moving on to the secondary now, we have the 4x1, and we try to get back the 4x4 event. You know, well, when I was in school, I know that's the event that we used to do. So we want to try to get that back into place. So we're going to have the 4x1 and the 4x4 done at the secondary. And for the clubs, we have the 4x1, the 4x4, and we have a mixed relay. We know that mixed relay is something that's been trending. And also for the corporate, we do have the 4x1, and the mixed relay. 4x1 male, 4x1 female, and the mixed relay.
Robinson also hinted at grander ambitions, revealing plans to expand the event to include participants from across the region in future editions.
Well, we have a number of different things. We're going to run this event as a pilot. Hopefully, we want this to mushroom and snowball into something extremely big, but we're going to pilot it locally first. Hopefully, next year and going forward, we're going to make it an invitational, especially in the secondary sector, where we could have schools from regional areas, St. Thomas, St. Croix, hopefully St. Kitts, Antigua, or Caribbean neighbors to come out and compete. Hopefully, it can also be a qualifier for major relay events around the world. So it's a lot. It's definitely a lot to take into consideration.
Viewers, up next, we have more on the local scene. We'll be right back after a quick commercial break.
At Partners for Kids, your child's health and happiness are at the heart of everything we do. We've been the trusted medical home for children and adolescents up to 18 years old. And now, we are excited to welcome a new member to our family of healthcare professionals. Introducing Dr. Aisha Maxwell, our new family practitioner. Dr. Maxwell brings a wealth of experience and deep passion for pediatric and adult care, ready to join our team in providing first-rate health services to your family. At Partners for Kids, we believe in a collaborative approach to healthcare. With partners in occupational therapy and clinical psychology, Partners for Kids, where caring is just the beginning. Visit us at Road Reef Plaza, Tortola, open Monday to Friday, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Call us at 284-444-5437 or reach out at info@partnersforkids.com to learn more.
Well, am I covered?
Yeah, you're with CG. Remember when I was dabbling in knife-throwing bingo? Well, one night I won, but I also got a bullseye. No. In a beehive. I ran for hours. They caught me in the end, though. Anyway, I was covered, and I got to keep my trophy. Uh-oh.
Best medical cover for the price. CG Insurance. Good like that.
Welcome back, viewers, and thank you so much for sticking with us. The Mental Health Unit at the Dr. D. Orlando Smith Hospital today, Friday, May 17th, 2024, hosted a workshop geared at promoting self-care for frontline workers. Director of the BVI Mental Health Unit, Dr. Virginia Rubain, spoke about the initiative and its aim.
I think it's so important for us to acknowledge that we were reared in a community with the Protestant work ethic. So that means that we deny our earthly needs and urges for the afterlife where the great reward is. And so for a lot of us, simple things like going to the hair salon, going to the spa and having a pedicure, a massage, eating nutritious foods. Some of us are house rich and food poor. We have beautiful dwelling spaces, but we eating a tin of canned beef every day and wondering why we're hypertensive. My philosophy is I would rather give Mr. Mark Vanterpool my money rather than Dr. Hesketh Vanterpool. And so I will spend what is necessary for me to engage in self-care through nutrition. And I tell people all the time, there's a spa for everybody in the BVI. There is a spa for every income level, but you don't have to go to the spa. You can get your own foot bath and soak your feet after a long week at work. People have tubs. One of the things I ask my clients all the time, do you have a tub? Yes. Do you soak in it? No. Well, what's the point in having a tub? So simple little things, getting up in the morning and making yourself a cup of tea and reflecting on what you have to be grateful about before you leave the house for the day. That type of mindfulness exercise sets the tone for the rest of your day. So self-care is a lot of different things. Speaking well to yourself. Right? Treating yourself the way that you want others to treat you. That's another thing. We want to be celebrated by everybody, but we're not celebrating ourselves. I'm going to treat you the way that you treat yourself. So we have to be very intentional about the activities that we engage in. Is this nourishing and nurturing me? Is this something that is going to serve me well over the long term? A lot of times we give in to demands that don't fit what we need in order to be healthy. And I think we need to spend some time thinking about, is my life balanced? Am I doing the things that are fundamentally important to me? And if not, how do I start? Where do I begin fulfilling myself the way I need to be fulfilled?
Dr. Rubain also shared some self-care tips for persons to take note that would help improve their mental health.
Good morning to 2A4 Media. Thank you for being here at our self-care workshop for first responders. This is May's Mental Health Month, and every May, Mental Health celebrates, along with the rest of North America, the theme that is selected to reflect the needs of mental health globally. And this year, the theme is all about self-care and having that balance in all areas of our lives to include work, personal, family, extracurricular, everything. And so we decided to spotlight the first responders this year because, sometimes people just forget about the men and women that do the work that we can't or won't do. So we have represented at our workshop the Royal Virgin Islands Police Force, overwhelmingly so. I'm so happy to see so many officers here. We also have the fire department, we have EMS services, and we have the Community Mental Health and Substance Abuse Crisis Intervention Team, who is supposed to work along with all these agencies. I also believe that we have representatives from VISAR. And we have asked a cadre of professionals whose expertise is in self-care to come and present to them. So we have Dr. Jardine Torno talking about self-care. We have Ms. Philippa Barry talking about proper nutrition, something that we take for granted but absolutely necessary in order for us to be healthy and whole. We also have physiotherapy. Their physiotherapists are doing demonstrations on proper lifting and mobilization of patients. I intend to do a presentation on emotional intelligence because empathy is a big part of what we do. I'm sure I'm forgetting somebody, but and Dr. Kalisa Cruikshank, my yoga instructor, is also going to take them through some mindfulness exercises. And it's very exciting because, unfortunately, self-care is not really a big part of our ethos here in the Virgin Islands. And we want to change that paradigm and that narrative and make it fashionable to take care of oneself. And I always tell my clients, it is selfless to be selfish. And when we take care of ourselves, we can take care of others effectively. So that was the idea behind this day for our first responders.
The government of the Virgin Islands held its first territorial address on yesterday, Thursday, May 16, 2024, since taking office. Each minister presented their plans, accomplishments, as well as future goals. Deputy Premier of the Virgin Islands, the Honorable Lorna Smith OBE, spoke on her first year, thanking the people for affording her the opportunity to serve.
As Deputy Premier and Minister for Financial Services, Labor and Trade, my focus over the last year has been to work to secure a sustainable foundation for this economy so that Virgin Islanders and their families can succeed. At home, our next move is to increase efficiency across the whole of government and indeed the territory by introducing a digital transformation strategy. On another note, I am pleased that the ministry recently received the report of the Minimum Wage Advisory Committee. We are also taking action to help our local businesses follow a clear path to success, including in their banking relationships. We are also developing a new investment policy, and we are taking action to improve consumer rights.
Smith also spoke on the progress within financial services.
Financial services is one of the main pillars of our economy. We are therefore also ensuring that the Virgin Islands puts its best foot forward internationally to grow and expand our dynamic and innovative business and financial services center, improve our trading relationships, and of course, reinforce our adherence to global financial regulatory standards. All of these activities are designed to help secure a more solid foundation for our economy and all of you who work to support it.
Additionally, she highlighted the need for her and her colleagues to listen to residents in the quest to make effective change.
My colleagues and I know that we serve because you elected us to address your needs and your concerns. You must therefore be our guiding light. The Virgin Islands will prosper because of you. Our role as the government is to listen and act in your interests. This is the only way we will prosper and thrive as a people.
World Telecommunications and Information Society Day is celebrated on the 17th of May annually since its establishment in 1969. The observance of WTISD aims to raise awareness about the benefits that Internet and other communication technologies can bring to societies, as well as ways to bridge the digital divide. This year, the Telecommunications Regulatory Commission is excited, they say, to have launched the celebration under the theme Unleashing the Potential of Technology Within You through Education. The Commission's Chief Executive Officer, Mr. Guy Lester Malone, said, and I quote, "Telecommunications has revolutionized not only how we communicate, but also how we work, conduct business, seek information, and learn. There are remarkable tools available for educators who are responsible for training future generations. And additionally, the Commission is committed," he said, "to providing opportunities for the public to be educated on telecommunications, thereby strengthening the development of the Virgin Islands." This year's theme centers on an app development course funded by the Commission. Residents of the Virgin Islands will have the opportunity to enroll in this course at the HUNTUMS Community College in fall of 2024. This course aims to provide participants with the necessary skills to develop their own mobile apps. Students will acquire fundamental computer programming knowledge and learn how to write code to create functional apps that solve real-world problems. He said, in today's digital age, the Commission is in collaboration with the HUNTUMS Community College and acknowledges the increasing importance of digital literacy. This course goes beyond consuming digital content. It empowers participants to become creative and innovative producers of computer programs and mobile apps. By equipping young people and professionals with app development skills, the Commission is preparing them to thrive in the ever-evolving digital economy and the 21st century job market. Vice President of Academic Affairs, Dr. Ronald Burton. This course, he says, represents the Commission's commitment to integrating information and communication technologies for the public, aiming to enhance the utilization of ICT for the betterment and productivity of the Virgin Islands. The Commission's Office Supervisor and Events Organizer, Ms. Joanna Reimer, stated, and I quote, "This year we focused on integrating app development as a means of offering persons in the community more opportunities to enhance their skills, professions, daily lives, or businesses. Programs should be designed to enhance technology and computer skills amongst the population." She further said, "It is our duty to ensure that the opportunities of ICT are accessible. Participants are asked to cover a small registration fee while the Commission will cover the cost of the course. Upon completing the class, students will be given the opportunity to develop a mobile app aimed at promoting and enhancing community relations between the public and the Commission." Viewers, up next we have more local news. We'll be right back after a quick commercial break.
At Higher BVI, we're not just about business. We're about empowering lives, and that is because we aspire to inspire. By choosing us, you're supporting a company that believes in equal opportunities, diversity, and community growth. Our mission goes beyond profit. It's about providing HR solutions, fostering talent, and leaving a positive impact. Join us in building a better future, a better BVI. Choose Higher BVI, where your support isn't just a transaction, it's a transformation. Together, we're changing lives in these beautiful Virgin Islands.
Vibe! Alright! Monet! Voice!
Na 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 na. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Baby, yeah.
Raw TV!
There's a meeting in my bed.
Alkaline!
You know, sister, we are create waves like the ocean, yeah.
Freddie Jackson!
Oh, my lady.
Gramps Morgan!
Feels like heaven surrounds me.
And more! the 24th, 25th, and 26th of May 2024. The Virgin Islands Music Festival. 60 beats, one vibe.
For more information, visit virginislandsmusicfestival.com.
Welcome back, viewers, and thank you so much for sticking with us. The Environmental Health Division is strongly advising residents in the British Virgin Islands to take necessary, decisive action to remedy and improve treatment and disposal of wastewater throughout the community. Chief Environmental Health Officer Mr. Lionel Michael said that the poor and inadequate disposal of wastewater exposes residents, specifically children and the elderly, to several public health risks. He said, and I quote, "Residents are exposed by walking in wastewater, being splashed by it, or in the inhalation of aerosols. In addition, wastewater causes serious damage and destruction to public roads and property. It promotes mosquito breeding and significantly increases the risk of spreading vector-borne diseases." Mr. Michael explained, wastewater includes, but is not limited to, gray water, black water, stormwater. The chief advised that there are steps that can be taken to improve the treatment and disposal of wastewater. He said, and I quote, "We want persons to design and construct an appropriate septic tank, soak away, and treatment systems. We also want individuals to access the current capacity of septic and soak away systems and treat and dispose of all waste from the property." Additionally, Michaels said septic and holding tanks should be cleaned and pumped on a scheduled basis, and under no circumstances should undertreated wastewater be disposed of from your property onto streets or neighboring properties. Persons requiring additional information on the management, of course, of wastewater can contact the Environmental Health Division at 468-5110. The Environmental Health Division says they are committed to ensuring that all aspects of the environment with the potential to negatively impact the health of the population are managed efficiently to enable all persons in the BVI to attain and maintain optimal health and well-being. On the regional scene, the Barbados Caribbean Climate Outlook Forum has cautioned that 2024 is shaping up to be a year of climate extremes across the Caribbean region. In its latest Caribbean Climate Outlooks Bulletin, the regional climate monitoring body highlighted the forecast of a return to normal ocean temperatures in the Pacific, and a near-record warm tropical North Atlantic Ocean for the 3-month period up to July. The region, they said, enters an intense heat season with recurrent heat waves, and a possible early start to an intense wet season. They continued by saying, and I quote, "Shower intensity and frequency are likely to sharply rise, resulting in high potential for flooding, flash floods, cascading hazards, and associated impacts in most places except the ABC Islands." However, CARICOF noted the uncertainty surrounding the frequency of incursions of dry, dust-laden Saharan air into the Caribbean region. They said, and I quote, "If very frequent, the period will further be characterized by erratic shower activity, but frequent dry spells and further buildup of ongoing drought, increasing heat, and wildfire potential in May." According to the outlook, long-term drought conditions until the end of May are evolving in Southwest Belize, Grand Cayman, French and Northern Guyana, Suriname, and Trinidad, and might possibly develop or continue in the ABC Islands, Northern Belize, Dominica, Western Jamaica, St. Vincent, and the U.S. Virgin Islands. Additionally, short-term drought until the end of July is also evolving in western and southern East Belize, and may possibly develop or continue in eastern and northwest Belize and central French Guyana. The CARICOF Bulletin underscores the region's vulnerability to the impacts of climate change and the need for preparedness and adaptation measures to mitigate the potential consequences of extreme weather events and climate variability. The opportunities, of course, and the circumstances surrounding are of great concern. Authorities across the Caribbean are urging persons to closely monitor the evolving climate conditions and implement proactive measures to safeguard communities, infrastructure, and vital economic sectors from the projected heat waves, intense rainfall, flooding, and drought risk throughout the latter half of 2024. Viewers, that is it for today's news roundup. Be sure to follow us for your daily news updates at tweet4media.com. And of course, like us on Facebook at tweet4media and tweet4bbi on Instagram and Twitter, formerly X. I'm Ron Grant. Have a safe and enjoyable evening as well as weekend. Be sure to follow us, of course, for our WhatsApp channel where you will receive all breaking news throughout the evening, throughout the day, and of course on weekends. Happy Friday. Goodbye.